What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a while since I filmed and posted something, so I apologize about the the hiatus here. I don't think anybody really missed me, but if you did, sorry. Um, it's been a little hectic with the holidays and everything going on. We're like 50 days out from our wedding now, so this is really crunch time. It's time to really lock in and kind of finalize everything. I have the seating chart to get done. I have our signs and everything, the DIY stuff that I got to finish to get done. And also, we're moving into our first apartment. So, lots of moving parts, lots of crazy stuff. So, I figured I'd take a few minutes in between my schedule to come on here, talk about what I got for Christmas, and give you some few updates and stuff like that. Today is the 23rd of January. I just received one of two Kartel Daun shipments, and I have two plants that I got for my birthday and Christmas that I wanted to show you guys real quick. So we'll get straight into that without wasting any further time. Okay, so first of my three kind of gift plants, stuff that I was given for Christmas and for my birthday, is going to be this pink variegated micans. I'll come closer so you can see it. So yeah, this pink variegated micans is one that my fiance got for me from Perfect Choice Nursery down in Southwest Ranches. Um, she literally pulled up my wish list video and showed the guy that was there and said, "Find what you can from here." So this is one of the two that she got for me. I didn't even know that micans came this pink, so this is a really big surprise. We actually went back a week after to check out some other plants. I'll show you what we picked out. And this was the most pink variegated one out of the bunch. So I'm really happy that this is the one that she picked out for me. Um, Again, I didn't really know that these existed in such a pink color. It's so bright and vibrant, and it sticks out like a sore thumb against, my regular micans that's behind me next to it. So this is one that I'm really interested and excited to grow out and get a big lush pot of. The Aurea that I have is actually really starting to take off. It's really starting to take off with some variegated growth, it looks like. So hopefully in a year or so, this pink micans is in a similar spot. Next up is going to be a Carla that, again, my fiance got for me for Christmas at Perfect Choice. It's labeled as a Carla Scott Self, so I'm assuming it's a Scott Cohen selfling. It is really narrow, and so I'm really excited about this because the other Carlas that I have, the PM2, PM1, the RA 5x10 by RA 6x5, those are both more round. I think the 5x10 6x5 is more of a round Carla, but I know for a fact that PM2 PM1 is more of a round Carla. It's a very narrow leaf. It's a very dark color and it has very distinct venation, so I'm really happy with this one. Honestly, this is better than I could have even imagined. Hi. Hi. So I'm going to come in close so you guys can see. As you can tell, there is a new leaf coming out currently, and she has two new growth points that are budding out. So I'm hopeful that the main plant isn't dying, but it does have two growth points that are active currently. Now, I have not had the best track record with Anthurium from Perfect Choice. I'm not sure if it's something that they do. I'm not sure if it's something that I'm doing, but my Bessier that's in the cabinet here is from Perfect Choice. It used to be huge, and it's now stuck in kind of a cycle of dying and coming back and dying and coming back. So I'm going to try to take as much the best care that I can for this one and see, what happens. Something I didn't mention with the pink Micans is I've started to do a little bit of a hybrid of a semi-hydro setup. I have a cover pot. I guess it is a semi-hydro. Whoa, there's a huge root in here. Hi, Min. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. So there's a huge root in here. So I'm assuming that the semi-hydro setup is working. And I hope she's happy. I hope she's happy. Minnie wanted to come say hi. So she is on camera now. She was fussing a little bit. So this is your Minnie Spotlight. Here. Okay, hopefully Minnie stays over here while I'm showing you this next one. But this is, what is this? This is an AOS PAP. Oh, you're gonna make the jump? You gonna make the jump? Go for it, kid. You can do it. Ooh, big jump. Okay, so this is the last perfect choice Anthurium that I got for my birthday. This is a PAP Ace of Spades, or an Ace of Spades PAP, I guess. And they had so many Ace of Spades PAPs that were there, and this was my favorite out of the pick. I hand selected this one. The other two Alexa picked out for me. So this one I picked specifically for that elongated shape. The other two PAPs that I have are this FTG PAP from Rousseau, and then this RG PAP crossed with a Tazula Red Crystal that I got from Woohoo's Tropicals. And I mean, as you can tell, just looking here, the leaves, the leaf shape patterning, coloration is totally different across the board. So this was one that stuck out the most in the bunch for me. A lot of the other ones were not as dark, with not as, hi Minnie, not as nice backing. Okay, before we get into the Kartel Daun unboxing, I'm just gonna verbalize some updates for you because I don't feel like pulling everybody out just to show people on camera. So currently my 3 largest Anthurium are not flowering, sorry. They are putting out a new leaf. The Queen of Hearts is putting out a new leaf. I'm not sure, I think it might be off camera, but it's pretty big. It's a nice bright red. The Crystal Mag Crystal. This guy I can see is just starting to put out a new leaf, which is awesome. And then my Jungle Giant Lux has not only a new leaf, but an inflorescence as well. The reason I started misting everybody in the mornings is we had a cold front come in, and I love to have the windows open. Ooh, the Queen of Hearts has an inflorescence that's forming. I didn't see that. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna try to take some pollen from that once it's mature. Hopefully she puts out some pollen. Please. I'm gonna try to take some pollen from that. But we had a cold front recently. I had the windows open and it was really, really dry in here. So the newest leaf on the Jungle Giant actually got stuck for a while. And it is looking a little funky. Oh, it's feeling a little crispy. I'm just gonna leave it alone and pray that it's fine. Yeah, it is what it is. Other than that, on this shelf, the Lux Radicans is putting out a new leaf. The FTG PAP from Rousseau is not only putting out a leaf, but it's also working on its first inflow. So I'm really excited about that. In the cabinet, I'll pull these out just because I posted them and I'm really excited. This is my, let me try to remember what it is. It's a Wonder Boy crossed with a Zara Michelle. It's something from Steve's Leaves. I'll put it down here what the cross is, but I posted this when it was hardening off on my Instagram. It does feel like it's still working on sizing up just slightly, and it is a size increase from the last leaf, but it is so gorgeous. This plant was originally a little bit of a disappointment because in the pictures originally, this leaf was still hardening off and it was like a cherry red. It was so bright. And when I got it, I received it. I guess it was the lighting that I took the picture with, because this one wasn't as red and this one never got that red, not as cherry. So it might be something with my conditions. It could also just be how they edited the picture. It's not a big deal. Steve's Leaves is always really on top of their plants and they give me good stuff usually. So I'm very happy with this one. Next little update is going to be my Bessier RLFS tap crossed with the BVEP. So this is my first BVEP ever. I've heard that they're a little temperamental with the humidity. This one has not been giving me an issue yet. Not an issue yet, which is dope. I probably need to add a little more water to the reservoir, but I see a lot of healthy roots forming, which is really positive. There's one coming down into the reservoir, which is dope. This one's from Green Hughes. I bought it off of Etsy. I follow her on Instagram and all that jazz. So I probably need to top the pot off with a little more substrate, but this one has a really nice round shape and very minimal veination, which is nice. It has that pap texture, that same BVEP texture, and similar to some BVEPs, it is very bolate, which is something I'm looking for. I'll throw up some examples of some other BVEPs that I'm looking for specifically for those traits, characteristics. I want to say Dark Star is who I'm thinking of, but I can't name drop because can't think of the name exactly. So I'll put up pictures of who what BVEPs I'm thinking of, but this is a good one for now. While I'm just talking here, I'll kind of put a list up of everybody else that I can identify that's putting out some new leaves. So there's a lot of really exciting things going on in my humidity dome. I'll probably make a separate video for that humidity dome, my humidity tote, the little propagation box basically that I have next to my bed. So lots of exciting things going on there. Look out for that video. I promise it will not be another month-to-month hiatus. In between videos, I got to be more on top of that. So next up is going to be my Kartel Daun unboxing. Around Christmas time, they put out a Christmas seed bundle. So I ordered that. I was chopping it up with them. I have another Anthurium in the mail from Kartel Daun. I just recently picked it up. It's a red spider crystallinum. It's a fused sinus. It's really dark with red veination. I'm really excited for that because I don't have anything else that's fused sinus. We're going to get straight into some unboxing. I guess I'm not really going to unbox it. I'll just show you what I got because the footage is weird. I don't have a table set up. So here, this is the box. That's what I got. Let's get into what is in the box. All right, so this is what we're working with. We got somebody that's pretty big and then my 5 seeds for the bundle. We're going to go over what is in the seed bundle first, and then we'll tackle the big one. So I'll give you a rundown of what it is and include a picture of the parents here, and then I'll zoom over there and show you what we're looking like. So the first one is a Goliath crossed with an Ace of Spades. Here's what the parents look like. Boom. So she is just a very small one-leaf seedling. Next is a Bigfoot crossed with a red vein dark phoenix. Now the Bigfoot is something that I've been looking out for because I have Big Bertha. And if you remember back to my original, one of my first tour videos, I kept confusing Bigfoot and Big Bertha. So I'm really excited for this one. This one is just a 2-leafer and it looks like there is a third along the way. All right, bingo. This one is an Ace of Spades BVEP. So just like what we were just talking about, this one hopefully gives me those BVEP traits I'm looking for. It looks like there are 2 seeds in here, but only one of them might be germinated. Okay, next up is going to be an Ace Dark Form crossed with a Port XDF. I'm not sure what the XDF stands for, I forget, but I'll put the picture up here and it should give you an understanding. So it looks like the port is already coming out because this one is very, very obtuse. It's short lengthwise and very wide. So hopefully that sinus width continues with this one. I don't think I have any other ports, so this should be nice. Last of the seedlings is listed as DPXBF. I can't think of what that means right now, so this is what it is. And let's see what it looks like. Got another 2-leafer. Okay. Okay. So this one does not have any visible labels, so I don't know what it is yet. So let's take a look. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna look at what it's labeled as, and we will take a guess. Here, you guys will see it first. Is that in frame? I don't know. That's what it is. Let's unwrap her and see if we can guess what she is. I will be right back once she's... Actually, no. We're going to do this live, so you know I'm not cheating. We're doing it live. All right. Come on. Oh. Okay, I already have some ideas, and that's all I can see. No way! No way! There's a new leaf. So wait a minute, is this my red spider crystal? Oh, it is. I didn't know it shipped yet. Yo, okay. I guess they didn't include a reprint, which is dope. It's still fine, but there's an inflow and a new leaf. There's an inflow and a new leaf. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Oh, this is really pretty. Oh crap. Let me give you guys a breakdown instead of just saying like, oh my goodness. So this is a red spider crossed with a red crystal. So what I have been looking for with my fused sinus specifically is something that's really big and looks very similar to an orange spider. I saw on Instagram a few of them for, I think it was PlantCon last year, and I ended up not going, but they were like 5, 6, 7 grand on the Instagram page. I'll put that up here. That's what I was looking for, and this isn't that exactly, but it is different, which is nice. I didn't want a spaghetti eye because I feel like everybody clowns on spaghetti eye, rightfully so, because it's in everything. But I just wanted something that I didn't have. I don't have anything that's fused sinus, and I don't have a red spider. The central venation. Wow, I'm talking really fast. The what is that called? The sinus? Is it the sinus? The sinus on the emergent is usually a really bright red, and then it's just such nice single venation that's down to like very, very skinny stuff. It's not exactly reminding me of a stripy, but the single venation does remind me of a stripy essentially. So as you can see, we've got that really, really bright, pronounced red in the sinus, and then it just kind of spiders out from there. It's beautiful. So it does have an inflow and it does have a new leaf. So hopefully in the acclimation process, these do well. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with this because this is bigger than I expected. I have a few sinus anthurium now. The biggest thing was just finding something that I don't have, right? I'm really hopeful that this one bounces back relatively well, and by bounces back I mean acclimates. The last plant that I got from Kartel Daun, I root rotted and it died. What was that? It was an RVDP. Oh, it was a Fort Sherman Ralph Lynam RVDP, which would have been really nice. But I think that Ace Pap kind of fills that role. It was a very narrow leaf that was very bolate. So I think that's kind of similar. I'm okay with that replacement, but I don't know that I'm going to ever be able to replace something like this. So super excited. All right, guys, that has been my update as far as Christmas and birthday plants. I hope that you, number one, stuck around during my hiatus. Again, I apologize for that break. Life is life. It's a little hectic. So I will try to be a little bit more on top of filming and editing and getting stuff out regularly. I'm not going to push an agenda. I'm not going to push a schedule, but I'm going to estimate once every other week. I can hold myself to that. In March, I don't know if I will be able to, but I'm pretty sure I can do once every other week. If you saw something that you've never seen before today, I would be surprised because I don't think my collection is that unique. But go ahead, comment down below. Also, if you know how to acclimate imports, definitely comment, because again, this is one that I want to keep in my collection for a long time. This is really, really pretty, so I want to make sure I'm doing that process correctly. So again, if you know how to effectively kind of acclimate plants like this, just shoot me a comment or DM me on Instagram. You can do that too. Here are my socials, and that's it. Thanks for coming, guys.